Hi, I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin, and this is today's Coronavirus 5 in 5, a 5 minute rundown of five of the top stories by our network of journalists who continue to report on the COVID 19 pandemic. Our top headline: ready or not, like it or not, it is election day right now in Wisconsin, despite the continued concerns of the coronavirus. We have reporters from USA Today Network Wisconsin and the Journal Sentinel covering and chronicling today's spring election with stories and updates throughout the state. For example, the Journal Sentinel's Ben Steele has a rundown. Need to know about voting in person and by absentee. Please give it a read before you hit the polls. We're also posting real time updates on all the election day news from around the state. You'll find lots of news and information in it, including a link to check out your polling place, which can be found at myvote.wi.gov. Another tidbit from our real time updates file: don't expect election results to be reported tonight. That's according to the Wisconsin election blog post this morning. Next, Wisconsin's coronavirus passes 2,500 as deaths near 100. The state's total of confirmed cases of COVID 19 is at 2,578, according to the Department of Health Services. State and county reports also totaled at least 95 deaths. That includes an Appleton resident who died Monday due to COVID 19, the city's first reported death from the virus. The resident was a man in his 80s who had been hospitalized, the Appleton Health Department said today. In today's story, by Matt Piper, an increasing number of confirmed cases were also associated with hospitalizations, which increased almost 12% in a single day to 745. Here's a headline for all of the runners out there. Bell and Run converted into virtual only event for 2020 because of the coronavirus. In the story written by Scott Vency, runners who've already registered for this year's event have a few options. They can elect to do the virtual run, defer their registration fee to the 2021 event, or receive a refund. Those asking for a refund will be subject to a small charge for online registration fees. Participants can go to bellandrun.com to select their option. New registrants who want to sign up for the virtual run can also do so on the website. By the way, the 44th annual Bell and Run was scheduled for June 13th in Green Bay. Up next, labs throughout Wisconsin hindered by limited supplies needed to process COVID 19 tests. The limited ability of the Wisconsin State Laboratory of Hygiene, Health System, and hospital labs, commercial labs, and others to test for COVID 19 has hindered efforts to gauge how many people throughout the state have been infected. The Journal Sentinel's Guy Bolton has the story. In it, he cites UW Health, which has an automated instrument capable of processing about 1,200 COVID 19 tests a day, or roughly four times the number that its lab now typically does. But the instrument has yet to be used for a single COVID 19 test. That's because UW Health Lab, like others throughout the state, has been unable to get the chemicals or reagents needed to process specimens on the instrument. According to the story, don't expect that to change for at least several weeks as suppliers give priority to areas where the disease is more widespread. And finally, we'll lighten it up a bit for today's final headline. Doing the jump around in your driveway with your neighbors is lifting spirits statewide. The House of Pain song that long has been a tradition at University of Wisconsin football games at Camp Randall Stadium has spilled out to people's driveways during the coronavirus outbreak. It's a fun story by Kendra Minert, who writes, the song is on its way to becoming a can't resist weekly Saturday afternoon decompress from the troubles of the world. The jump around Wisconsin movement gained momentum on Saturday after many radio stations around the state agreed to play the song at 3 p.m. and encouraged their listeners to get outside and, of course, jump around. By the way, a Jump Around Wisconsin Facebook group already had more than 76,000 members as of earlier this afternoon. Find those stories and more coronavirus coverage on any of our 10 USA Today Network Wisconsin websites and jsonline.com. Two more items before we wrap it up. Again, look for a special coronavirus edition of Newsmakers on Wednesday. That's tomorrow. USA Today Network Wisconsin Health and Science reporter Madeline Heim will be talking with Appleton Public Health Officer Kurt Egebrecht. They'll discuss the steps our community has taken to combat the virus so far and what he predicts we'll see going forward. The show will begin at 4 p.m. and can be seen on all our network websites and Facebook pages. You can also ask questions through either our real time chat or the comments section on Facebook. And finally, again, we have a great subscription deal for you to check out. You can get a digital subscription to any USA Today Network Wisconsin website for just $3 for the first 3 months. It gives you full access on any device, mobile, desktop, tablet, to all our local stories, photos, videos, plus news and sports from around the state. If you want the most complete, most in depth coverage of what's going on in your community and throughout Wisconsin, we've got it for you. So go to any of our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites, for example, the Green Bay Press Gazette.com, postcrescent.com, stevenspointjournal.com, and click on the subscribe tab at the top of the site, top right of the site. Please, again, support us by supporting local journalism. That's it for today. Stay healthy, everybody, and be safe.